Hi guys, it's your favorite technical analyst here again, and I am Gift, our trainer. In today's video, I'll be discussing about a subject I call the hard truth about Forex trading, a beginner's guide. 3 weeks ago, I had a conversation with two different individuals. One of them said, and I quote, I hate to surf the internet to check out, the trading profits of a lot of traders because at the end of the day, a lot of them don't even post their losses. In my conversation with the other individual, he said, and I quote, why is it that a lot of these traders, all they do is post their profits? They never even come here to post their losses on the internet. And now this would actually bring us to this core questions. Is it that easy to really make money trading Forex? In this video, I'll be taking you through the following subjects, which range from the beginner's expectation, the get rich quick mentality, and the misinformation. Without further ado, let's go into the video. In this video, I'll try as much as possible to stay honest with beginners, particularly, so that I can walk them through the right information. To start with, is it a crime to have great and mighty expectations coming into the Forex trading industry? Of course not. In fact, like every other facet or every other phase of life, it is very important that when you walk into an industry, you have very great expectations to the end that you make a legacy for yourself, and most importantly, make a living while you go through this ladder. It is very important that you have expectation on the other hand. However, a lot of beginners come into the Forex trading industry with outrageous expectations that are bizarre, unimaginable and unrealistic, most importantly. And this has led a lot of them to, blown accounts in the first 90 days, very bad habits, and also a lot of crisis in the long term. And that is exactly why I'm here to talk about the fact that the beginner's expectation that comes with the beginner who wants to trade Forex is always overrated. Hence, this has led to a lot of beginners say things like Forex na scam to my Nigerian brothers. It is unprofitable. It is just it's a betting pool like every other gambling platforms. There's really nothing in Forex trading. At the end of the day, when you make money, you're going to lose all of your money at the end of the day. Many and many and many beginners have had to say these things, because in less than 90 days or at most 3 months, they lose all of their money. And that owes to the fact that the expectations are not being met in a very short period of time. Secondly, I would like to talk briefly about the get rich quick scheme mentality. A lot of beginners actually come into the Forex trading, with a mentality that is, I'm going to make my multi-million dollar in the first 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or even 5 years. I mean, in Yoruba, what that simply means is it is too much to even think that 5 years is going to make you get your $1 million. So what I'm saying in essence is a lot of people come with the get rich quick mentality, saying that in the first 1 to 3 years, they are making their first $1 million. And this also has been influenced by all that you've seen on the internet, the pictures, the videos, the lifestyle of a lot of traders, and many, many others. This has actually brought a lot of beginners into the industry having bad expectations and having a very unhealthy mentality as regard creating, wealth. And this has actually also led a lot of beginners to see the Forex trading vehicle as that which helps you flip your accounts, meaning in less than a month or 2 months or maximum in a year, you can take $1,000 to $1 million. Some would also even tell you they can flip $100 to like $50,000 without saying much, but honestly, it is just to make you understand that a lot of people just tend to have very crazy mentality and also develop bad habits in the process because they have a mentality that, the Forex trading industry is one that would help you get rich quick and in the shortest period of time. That has made a lot of beginners actually fall short. And lastly, the misinformation. A lot of Forex trading beginners, a lot of people actually come into the Forex trading industry with a lot of misinformation. Can you really blame me to this beginners? Of course not. I think personally, I would actually attribute it to them first of all, because at the end of the day, you're 100% responsible for whatever decision it is you take. But the truth is, there is actually a pool of misinformation about the Forex trading industry. Truth is, I have heard a lot happen in this industry. I've heard and seen a lot of people even run into trouble because they've sold the wrong narrative about forex trading. They've sold the wrong story regarding how much money you make in a shorter period of time. They've sold a lot of stories about how in a very short period of time you can double your account. In a very short period of time you can make over 100%, and many more. So the truth is, on the internet there's just a whole chunk of misinformation that has been sold to a lot of beginners who decide to actually choose the forex trading industry as one to actually go into. And this overall has led to a lot of harm. So in this video, I'm actually going to be discussing what is the way out, what is the solution, what are the things you need to know about forex trading, and what are the things you need not to know about forex trading. I want you guys to remember that there's a popular saying that reads thus: the truth is bitter. So if you feel like you hate to hear the truth, I guess this is the best time to end this video. However, if you think you want to hear the hard truth about forex trading, I'd advise that you continue. So let's go. So guys, this is actually the hard truth about forex trading. The truth is, forex is easy and forex is hard. Funny, right? I'll say that again. Forex is easy and forex is hard. Now, I want you to think of it from this perspective. Forex is easy in the following sense. It is easy to actually create a brokerage account. It is easy as a beginner to deposit into an account, a forex trading account. It is easy as a beginner to click buys and sells orders trading forex. It is easy to draw a support or resistance line just so that you can click buys and sells. It is easy to trade every single day. And do you know the funniest thing? It is actually very easy to blow accounts. Blowing accounts is the easiest of them all to do in trading forex. On the other hand, forex is hard. Forex is hard in the following ways. It is hard to get the right information or education in trading forex. It is hard to stick to your strategy. A lot of people would get a strategy today as beginners starting trading the forex industry, because the strategy doesn't make you money in the first 1 to 3 months. The next thing you do, you jump into another. And the only reason why you jump into another strategy is because you're not even aware that in every year, like most of the time, the market is always irrational. Did you know that the forex market, the market only ranges for about 40% of, the market only trends about 40% of the time out of 100. So what that means is 60% of the time, the market is irrational. And because as a beginner, you're coming into the market with a lot of, with bad expectations, a get rich quick scheme, misinformations, you believe that as soon as you get one strategy, it should make you money in the shortest period of time. And before you know it, you get to change your strategies because one is not making you money in the first maybe 2-3 weeks. You flip to another, and then you just end up in a cycle of strategy development for no reasons, and that would lead you to doing what is absolutely irrational. Also, mastering your trading psychology is also very hard. The truth about forex trading is very little percent really has to do with your education, your strategy. There's a lot about trading forex that has to do with your trading psychology. Your trading psychology would revolve: how do you manage stop losses? How do you manage risk? How do you execute your entries? How do you execute your exits? How often do you look at your chart? Do you look at your chart and you're like, oh, there's an opportunity that you just missed out on. You want to quickly click and jump onto it just so that you don't miss out. How do you manage your emotions trading forex? Doing this is very hard. And lastly, withdrawals is very hard. It is very hard to withdraw trading forex because at the end of the day, there's a popular saying that says a large percentage of traders fail in the first 90 days. Trading their accounts in the first 90 days, fail in the first 90 days. I don't know how they actually say that stuff, but just in case you have an idea, the first 90 days is pretty much more like an ultimatum for beginners to actually blow off their accounts. So at the end of the day, when your account is blown, what exactly is it there that you want to withdraw? Absolutely nothing. So these things are hard to do. It is hard to get the right education. It is hard to stick to a trading plan or trading strategy. It is hard to master your trading psychology. It is hard to take profit. It's hard to take profit, of course. How many times do you jump into a trade because you're emotional about it, because you don't have the right psychology? You get scared once you see a little pullback or a minor pullback, and you're like, oh my, you just need to take out the whole profit you've made off the trade when you can actually take a lot more. But because you don't have the right strategy and you don't have the right psychology, you just take the little profit you get because the trade is going in your way. And lastly, it's how to withdraw. A lot of traders actually fund their accounts. Like I said, it's easy to fund. A lot of traders trade. They even try as much as possible to make 1 or 2 gains. But they hardly withdraw because at the end of the day, they trade the market, they get a profit, they lose it back to the market. They do not withdraw. So these things are very hard to do. Now, what is the way forward? Like every other industry, it is very important that beginners who are coming into the forex trading industry, first of all, understand that there is a high level of risk trading the financial market because it is 100% unpredictable. And secondly, it is not your father's company, neither is it your father's property. And lastly, it is also very important to also have at the back of your mind that like every other industry, it takes time to have mastery. Hence, it is important to know that the first 1 to 3 years as a beginner who is coming into the forex industry, it is important that you position and prepare your mind to give yourself to the necessary training, the necessary education, the necessary mastery that is required for you to build yourself towards the goal of profitability. I would say that for you to succeed trading forex, you need to first of all prepare your mind as a beginner to invest the first 1 to 3 years into the proper education, the necessary mastery, as that would require time before you get on the bike of profitability. Like I said, in the corporate world, do you know who an entry professional is? An entry professional is actually someone who has about 0 to 3 years of experience in the corporate world. So what that means is, as an entry professional, a company is expected that at least you have absolutely no experience, which is 0, or you have 1, 2, or 3 years of work experience for you to be given a position in whatever industry. That is who an entry professional is. So as a beginner who is coming into the forex trading industry, I want you to see yourself as an entry professional, an entry, trader, or should I say a beginner who is coming into the industry with little or no experience, exposure rather, or education. Hence, throughout the course of your 1 to 3 years, it is important, rather than you to prioritize making the chunk of money you have at the back of your head, it is important to first of all prioritize getting as much information as possible. I can categorically tell you that a lot of you don't even know how valuable baby pip school is until you possibly have experienced your first, second, or third blown accounts before you start going to get the right education. As basic as baby pip school is, there's a lot of information there that would actually help put you on the path. So you first of all need to put your education correctly, because there's a whole lot of misinformation in the industry. You need to first of all have the right and correct information. Gather as much knowledge as you need to gather. And second of all, you need to master the strategies or methodology with trading that you learned in the process. And all of these 2 major facets will take time. And in the process, patience is a virtue you need to hold strongly during the course of this journey. Because with the right education and the right amount of time given to mastery, only then can you achieve profitability. As a round of this video, I want you guys as beginners to remember that the easy path, which I've actually outlined, is not always the best path. So you need to also have it at the back of your mind that when you're coming into the forex trading industry, you need to shun your eyes and take off your mind off the screenshot. Funny enough, some of the screenshots you see by maybe professional traders, some of them is not just about the 20, 30,000 or 50,000 US dollars they make just taking a trade or 2. It is actually years of chart time, tears, blood, and heavy educational investments in themselves to getting it right. For some, it's 3 years. For some, it's 5 years. For some, it's 7 years. Like my mentor, it's about 10 to, currently he's doing 12 years in the industry. So it takes a lot of time. For myself, this is practically my third year, and I'm patiently going on, to becoming that which I want to become in the industry. So you need to put away all of the jargons you've gotten off your head, first of all, and then trade the parts that I've rightly outlined to you, because trust me, there is no solid or good thing that comes in haste. It requires time. So I think this is actually the best time for a beginner, a beginner who's looking forward to coming into the Forex trading industry. This is the best time to ask yourself those hard questions. How much time do you think you really want to invest in mastering the act of trading professionally to the end that you achieve profitability in the long term? How much time do you want to give to the chart? How much educational content is it you want to consume? These are the things you need to put at the core of your vision, first of all. Because when you have these things at the top of your mind, automatically money comes. Profitability is just a result of your education and your mastery over time. That is when profitability comes. It comes as a result of your education, first of all, and second of all, your mastery. That is when profitability comes. So it is very important that every beginner who is coming into the forex trading industry, you prioritize education, the right education, more importantly, and second of all, you prioritize the right, you get mastery, mastery of your technical analysis, your methodology, or your strategy. And lastly, profitability would just automatically play in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, my name is Gift Artrinu, and I'm your favorite technical analyst. Please do not forget to like, subscribe. If this is the first time you're coming to my channel, kindly subscribe and share with as much beginners or as much newbies who are coming into the industry, who are yet to get the right information. And I hope this video helps you. So if you enjoyed the video, do well to drop your comment right below. Once again, I'm Gift Artrinu, and I would see you in subsequent videos. Peace out.